First of all, I want to find the slope of each one of those graphs. I'm going to give you, let's go ahead and pause the video for about 2 minutes and allow you to go ahead and find the slope of each graph. When we turn it back on, we'll go through and find the slope. To find the slope of graph A, we're going to pick 2 points. And I'm going to go ahead and pick this point right there, which is -5, 7, and the point 0, 4. I could also pick the point 5, 1 as well. Now my rise is a -3 and my run is 5. So we have -3 over 5. -3 over 5 both times. So our slope is -3/5. Graph B, we're going to pick 2 points. Pick one there. I could have picked one there, or one there. And here we can see that we're going down 4, right 1, down 4, right 1, down 4, right 1. So -4 over 1 is just the same as -4. So our slope for graph B is -4. Okay, for graph C, that's a horizontal line, and we know that the slope of a horizontal line is 0. Okay, so now for problems 1, 2, and 3, what we're going to do is we want to write the equation of a line that contains the given point and is parallel to the given line. And we're going to look at each graph separately. So for number 1, we're going to use graph A. So we want to write the equation of a line that goes to that point and is parallel to the line on graph A. If it's parallel, we want to use the same slope. So if I have x1, y1, I'm going to use the same slope that graph A has, which is -3/5. I'm now going to give you about 30 seconds to plug the point and the slope in and find the equation of a line that goes to the point 5, -7 and is parallel to the line in graph A. Let's go ahead and plug this in now. So we have y minus a -7, which is the same as y plus 7, equals -3/5 parenthesis x subtract 5. We're going to distribute the -3/5 through. Y plus 7 equals -3/5 x. A negative times a negative is a positive, and 3/5 of 5 is 3. Now we're going to subtract 7 from both sides, and we get y equals -3/5 x minus 4. So that's the equation of the line that goes through 5, -7 and is parallel to graph A. Let's go ahead and draw that line right here on the graph and show how it really is parallel. So we have -4 is where it starts. So we go down here to -4. Then we go down 3, 1, 2, 3, and right 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or we could go up 3, 1, 2, 3, and left 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So here's the line. And we can see that it's parallel to the given line in graph A, and it goes to the point 5, -7. Okay, for number 2, we're going to write the equation of a line that is parallel to the line in graph B and goes through the point -3, -2. And go ahead and give you about 30 seconds to work on that. Okay, the slope you should have used was m equals -4. So let's plug this in. So we have y minus a -2, which is y plus 2, equals -4 times x minus a -3, which is x plus 3. We're going to go ahead and distribute that through. So we have y plus 2 equals -4x minus 12. Subtract 2 from both sides, and we get y equals -4x subtract 14. So that's the equation of the line that goes through -3, -2, and is parallel to the line that's in graph B. Okay, go ahead now and do number 3. In number 3, you should have used the slope m equals 0. So we have y minus a -15, which is y plus 15, equals 0 times x subtract 6. Now, 0 times this whole thing is just 0. So y plus 15 equals 0. Subtract 15 from both sides, and y equals -15. Okay, now for number 4, 5, and 6, we are going to write the equation of a line this time that's perpendicular to the given line. And number 4, that's going to be for graph A, and it's going to go through the point 9, 14. So first of all, we need to determine what is the slope I'm going to use if I want it perpendicular. The slope of graph A is -3/5, so what would be the slope of our new line that's perpendicular to that line in graph A? The slope in graph A is -3/5. Since the slope in graph A is negative, our slope is going to be positive. And the reciprocal of 3/5 is 5/3. So I'm going to use the slope a positive 5/3. Y subtract 14 equals 5/3 parenthesis subtract 9. Now we're going to distribute our 5/3 through. Y subtract 14 equals 5/3 x subtract 15. We're going to add 14 to both sides. And our answer is y equals 5/3 x subtract 1. Let's go ahead and graph that on graph A so we can see how it really is perpendicular to that line in graph A. So we're going to start at -1, and then we're going to go up 5 and right 3. Or we can go down 5 and left 3. And when you draw that line, you can see how it forms a right angle right there. So they cross right there at a 90-degree angle. And if the graph went far enough, you would see how it goes to the point 9, 14 as well. Okay, let's do number 5 now. The point is -3, -2, and we're going to write the equation of a line that goes through -3, -2, and is perpendicular to graph B. The slope in graph B is -4. So the slope that we want to use to be perpendicular to that is the opposite reciprocal. So if the slope is -4, we want the opposite, which is a positive. Then the reciprocal of 4 is 1/4. So we're going to use the slope of positive 1/4, which is the opposite reciprocal of -4. We have y minus a -2, which is y plus 2, equals a positive 1/4, parenthesis, x minus a -3, which is the same as x plus 3. Now we're going to distribute that 1/4 through. Y plus 2 equals 1/4 x plus 3/4. Now we're going to subtract 2 from both sides, and we get y equals 1/4 x minus 1 1/4. Or we could say y equals 1/4 x minus 5/4. All right, last problem, number 6. The point is 5, 4, and we're going to write the equation of the line that is perpendicular to graph C. All right, the slope in graph C is 0. So the slope of a line that's perpendicular to a horizontal line is the slope of a vertical line, and we know that's the slope of a vertical line is undefined. Now, there's only one way to write the equation of a vertical line, and that's x equals. So up here I look at my x value and I see it's 5, so it's x equals 5. Let's go back now and graph that on graph C. So to graph x equals 5, I'm going to draw a vertical line right here through 5, where it crosses the x-axis at 5. And we can see, just highlight this line right here, our horizontal line, that they cross right there at a 90-degree angle, a right angle. And that our new line, x equals 5, goes through the point 5, 4, which is right there.
You will now take the Canvas quiz that you can find on Canvas. It says In Class Lesson Quiz number 4-5, and you will earn points for today's lesson.